Filter number 8 is pronouns, all right? Pronouns, he, she, us, they, him, like specific words, like who's speaking and who's being spoken to, all right? The reason this is important is because you can read texts that do not apply to you, all right? So for instance, like if I'm reading the Old Testament and God is speaking to Moses and using words like him and they, right? Then I need to know that those pronouns are for Moses, and like what God is saying to Moses is directly being spoke to Moses. I also need to know the other things, is like when there's an us or a they or a him, like who are they? Are they believers? Like, does this text fit me now? Like, is this verse written towards me? And so, like, let me just give you an example. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4 says this, "For he chose us in him before the creation of the world to be holy and blameless in his sight. In love, he predestined us to be adopted as his sons through Jesus Christ in accordance with his pleasure and his will to the praise of his glorious grace." All right? And so you see a ton of his and us. And so the question becomes is, who is him and who is us? Right? Well, a reading of the text knows that him is God the Father and us is anyone who would believe. So you back up into verse 1, chapter 1, it says, "This text is written to the saints, the faithful in Christ Jesus." And so if you're one of the faithful in Christ Jesus, then this text is for you. It means that God chose you in him before the foundations of the world were laid, right? In God, he handpicked you for the praise of his glorious grace. These things have massive ramifications. And so now you know that this text is written between God the Father and you. And now it becomes important to understand what God is trying to tell you. And so, filter number 8, pronouns.